do believe I'm going to be all over the place today. And when I say I don't mean I awareness is going to be all over the place. I mean this action figure, this body, mind, Tony action figure is going to be all over the place. And what I want to talk about is the body, mind, action figure. Is not who I am, is not who you are. It's not who we are. I am, you are, we are that which is aware of the action figure, that which is aware of mind and its mental thoughts, that which is aware of bodily sensations, that which is aware of the TV in the background, the root ball over my shoulder, and the bar behind me. That which is aware of all of that is what we are, awareness, not the action figure. The action figure has no awareness. Self-awareness is awareness of consciousness. And talking about this can get tricky. The body-mind action figure is a vessel, a means by which awareness, formless awareness, awakens to its formless nature. Now, consciousness and mind are both formless, but mind is not aware of awareness. Awareness is aware of mind. Mind does not awaken. The action figure Tony does not awaken. What awakens is awareness itself. Through the form, awakens to its formless nature. And once it awakens to its formless nature, awareness realizes in that moment it was never asleep. So it is mind, the body-mind combo, that talks about, or seemingly talks about, awareness awakening to itself, and it assumes that it means that this body-mind awakens somehow, and that the mind somehow becomes enhanced, enlightened. They do not. The mind does not awaken. The Tony action figure does not awaken. Awareness awakens to itself. Awareness awakens to mind, and awareness awakens from mind. And it's important to say that the action figure is a content in consciousness, not consciousness itself. The mind takes the essential experience that the body provides. The body provides a biological, experiential place marker. It has experiences, feelings, thoughts, emotions, and a thinking mind that interprets all of this sensory data. And through the course of evolution, through the course of personal experience of the body-mind action figure, the mind creates a story, an identity, based on that essential, foundational sense of I am, that sense of aliveness that is I am, and then creates stories around that sensation and experience, and creates the story of me and my emotions, my body, my life, my friends, my relationships, my career, my joys, my sorrows. It creates all of that. And the mind, which is itself formless, attaches identity and claims the body as itself. Mind says, this is me. That's what mind says. This is me. This is who I am. But I awareness is identity free. But until it awakens to itself, it goes along with mind and misidentifies itself as the action figure. And mind becomes very attached to the action figure. And it attaches, mind attaches, gets attached to other action figures. Now what's interesting here is that these videos that this action figure, Tony, puts out there, this action figure has an identity also known as self. This is self. And a lot of these videos are reminders to self, reminders to mind, reminders to awareness, not to be fooled by mind, not to be fooled by the body-mind action figure. And so in a sense, these videos is a communication, self to self. But your action figure also has an identity, also a self. So there's myself and yourself. And in a sense, self talks to self talks to self all the time. Self is having a conversation with itself 24/7 all over the planet. And that's where you can get these strange situations where self hates self, self loves self, self misunderstands self, self discovers self, self is talking to self, because that's all self is awareness. That's essential I amness, that essential reality. So this action figure, self, talks to itself, as action figure self. This self talks to itself as I awareness, and self talks to self as other self. But it's all the same self, all the same consciousness, all the same what is, all the same awareness. Talking about it gets confusing to the action figure and confusing to mind. And if you don't watch out, you, awareness, I, awareness, doesn't watch out, mind usurps the experience of a glimpse of what is and says, I am awakened, I am enlightened. And it talks in those terms. The minute you hear those terms, you realize that's mind talking. Awareness, consciousness itself is absolute stillness, absolute emptiness. And it is still because it is mentally still, and it is empty because it is empty of thoughts, of thinking. And mind allows itself to get worried about silence. So it fills up silence with thoughts and continually distracts itself. And in distracting itself until awareness awakens, awareness is distracted by these mental thoughts. So the reminder here is to remember how subtle mind can be and how attentive awareness has to be to mind's machinations, mind's maneuverings. Mind is not an enemy. Mind is simply a function of the action figure to preserve the action figure, to preserve itself. Because it believes itself to be the action figure, it feels that it can die. Mind is fearful of self-destruction, of being no self. Awareness is totally neutral as to all things in form. Consciousness is the space within which this body action is involved, is seen as an appearance. And all this furniture and all these things in space, in emptiness, have no impact on emptiness, have no impact on this spaciousness. If you introduce a new person, a new action figure, or a new piece of furniture into space, it makes no difference to space. If you remove a person, or you remove the action figure or a piece of furniture from emptiness, there is no gain nor loss to emptiness. Well, that emptiness is essential awareness, essential formless awareness. If mind thinks it's a self, makes no difference to awareness. If mind thinks it's not a self, makes no difference to awareness. If mind thinks it's unhappy, makes no difference to awareness. If mind thinks it's totally happy and in bliss, makes no difference to awareness. This body-mind is a vessel, a means by which awareness awakens to its formless nature. It is not the essential me, it is not the essential I. That is awareness. Everything that mind says, everything this action figure is saying now is a story. And a story is not reality. It's an illusion. And I've been talking about the illusion of consciousness as I amness. This action figure has been talking about the illusion of me and I, of identity. It's been talking about awareness and what consciousness does and doesn't do. That it's a story. That's why whatever I say makes no difference to your understanding. As always, see for yourself. Welcome to this journey of awareness awakening to itself.